Oh, I didn't have it here. So we were trying to get stuff set up. And boom, boom, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. We can roughly call that out. All right. Getting this sucker started. Ah, man, it really does look bad here. Let's move you over just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, here we are going right into. I need to also make sure on their layouts, it looks like they both started with Thunder and just now getting Auto Wisdom. Now, have you guys also help me out? Auto Wisdom and Auto Master, both in the first couple. Let me make sure I got the right one here. Yeah, Thunder for you, Thunder for you. Looking at what else they got right there again. Looking like nothing like too noteworthy. Report 10 there, Aerial Spiral and Damage Control here from the opening bit of Pride Lands. Which I gotta load this. 100 Acre Wood is a 1. That's what we just found out. Okay, yeah. Let me put you up there. I also need to... It's right. For match 2, we'll have this all completely figured out. Boom. Put report 10 back there. All right. Looking like they got Slapshot there on level 4. So they got a couple of good combo modifiers early on. Dodge Slash, the best one right there. I don't know if y'all caught or not, whether or not, did Zach do something a little different here at the start? Thunder Boost and a Form Boost. Thunder Boost, nice to go with that Thunder. They have Magnet as well. Slap that up there on Pride Lands. Seeing 100 Acre Wood at only a 1. Probably not going to be pushing that for at least a little while. But again, it just takes 1 being the proof. Again, the settings, wow, a second Magnet, Magnera from here. It just takes 1 proof being over there. All of a sudden, things can change. Wow, early Pride Lands giving them Magnera all of a sudden right out the gate. Is there a 3-hour limit? So each match we're trying to start at about 3 hours after. We will, of course, kind of play it by ear. To see, like, you know, I'd rather not have to cut the racers off. Getting some HP increases. Always nice to see those early on. Big fan of Stat Sanity. What's up, Dave? How you doing, buddy? Little Combo Plus could play a part at some point in the seed. Most players are not big on using Combo Pluses. They particularly can be useful for certain Super Bosses, which we could see Super Bosses today, chat. Frosty Bear, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate you, gamer. Keyblades are considered common on these settings, so you do expect that they will see quite a few Keyblades throughout this early game. A little bit of MP, a little bit of no experience. Smacking that enemy right there so that he just has to reset his animation so it doesn't try to attack them. Another Keyblade there in Star Seeker. Looks like Mett elects to collect the chests just like Zach does, and then picks up the last chest here with Simba. Ooh, early drive gauge. You'll love to see that. And we got some sort of report right there. I believe that's report 13. Yeah, it looks like report 13, which tells them that simulated Twilight Town is a 4. Get another look at what these Keyblades look like. Arrow Spiral, they also got a dodge roll, so a little bit of movement to work with right there. 1-1 scan. Yeah, it looks like Mett maybe switched over to like the Star Seeker and Zach's just sticking with the Kingdom Key. Looks like a bunch of like relatively mediocre Keyblades at this point. Yeah, that is a big Pride Lands right there. Telling them about a pretty notable simulated Twilight Town. Looks like we got our first breaking in the routing. Unless, can people confirm for me, did Zach go to like 100 Acre Wood? Because he was a little bit behind at the start. It looks like Zach electing to go for Agrabah, my favorite second play of the run. No, is he just a little bit slower getting over there? Okay. Looks like a Thundara from Agrabah for Zach. Report 4. Let's see what we got right there. Sora's Heart is only a 1. He went straight Pride Lands? Okay, so maybe just Mett got through his menuing a little bit faster. But yeah, Zach liking the Agrabah play. Therefore, I'm definitely rooting for Zach. No bias whatsoever. Mett going for like just kind of the more shotgun approach. Jump around, getting the first 3 from LOD, getting the first 3 from Port Royal. And now going for the front, you imagine 14, which starts with some torn pages in Halloween Town. Also an item slot right there. Okay, it looks like they've both switched over to the... Looks like a 4-4 with a forgettable ability on the Star Seeker. Oh, thank you. Yeah, try to keep on track of calling out for each of the trackers, since I'll be taking care of that the whole time. I didn't hire trackers for me. I'll pay them by the hour. Couple of dueling maps over here. Again, a breaking in the routing. A lot of the pretty standard, effectively low sphere, sphere 0 stuff. Checking around at. Not a lot of combat. Locking all these checks. Agrabah I always like is the second play because it's 22 checks. As long as you got a little bit of movement, which they have a dodge roll. Do like that play from Zach right there. Just bailing out, resetting the enemies, grabbing that chest and making his way back through. Item boost right there. Always really solid. We saw item boost and aerial dive here in Agrabah for Zach. Aerial dive, obviously the best combo aerial launcher they have in the game right there. A lot better than aerial sweep, which they also started with. Zach, both players are going to end up around level 7 or 8 based on these enemies that they're taking out. And again, we already know that based off of at least Zach's info, Mett will get that if he ever goes over to Agrabah, that Swords Heart is only going to yield 1 for them. Again, that could be a proof. Could be another torn page. Could be magics or drives or anything. I do like Zach there. If you've got like a big thunder like he does. Ooh, with the Shadow Archive now. I'll give him +3 to the magic stat. I do like him utilizing that to kill off a couple of these enemies. We got a money pouch, it looks like. And then Report 9 over there from Matthias here in Halloween Town. Hollow Bastion is a 4, but only a 4. Does look like as we were looking away, unfortunately, Zach taking a death. He's going to want to re-pick up, yeah, this Shadow Archive. Despite it not being the plus, that's still a +3 to your magic stat. And I think they don't really have any other good combo modifiers yet. But yeah, that is an on average a little bit lower Hollow Bastion. So I don't see him necessarily avoiding that. And with that, Report 7. Mett the first figured out Port Royal is big. As we've been seeing on this channel the last few days, Port Royals are massive. That's going to be a level 9, so it won't be too long till Zach figures that out, but it might be enough before long. Ooh, final form. Before Mett elects to make his way over as well. Final form was on Agrabah right there as well. So now you're going to see him utilize Final Form probably a lot here early on just for the movement alone, but it's going to allow him to potentially push like an early Twilight Town. Won't have to worry about forcing it or anything. But yeah, I would say both plays have worked out for our players today. Zach going over to get the same Bamboo Grove. Nothing much in there. Yeah, now Zach will be heading over to Halloween Town where we already know he's picking up the torn pages right there. And he'll be getting Report 9 somewhere in Tinseltown, which I believe is also where the money pouch came from. So it's definitely some really good stuff here early on. Not seeing much in the way of like ground combo modifiers, but they have Aerial Spiral, Magnet Burst, and Aerial Dive for their aerial combat. Ooh, looks like Matt, unfortunately, maybe lost where that box was. A little bit of weirdness on both sides, because then it looked like, yeah, I don't know if Zach didn't mean to actually go into Dance Call right there, but he did. And it got him a little bit of experience. The nice thing, no, it looks like he actually routes this in. Dance Call's such a really solid early limit. This is going to work out to get him level 9 and that same Port Royal info as we saw for Mett earlier. Mett's saying there's one in 100 Acre Wood. I want to see if it's going to be in the front 6. We got a map, but it's Piglet's house map, so hey. Now he will not get lost in the next room. See, we're going deeper into the poo pog. Let me get rid of the notifications right there on both streams. Got a quick run out of it. So you basically swap off. Looks like he elects to leave on dodge roll. I know, I always find that personally a little awkward, and I try to keep on either quick run or dodge roll, depending. Yeah, super interesting play, honestly. Again, Dance Call, really, really good tool here early on when you got nothing else to work with. Mett's going to be our first one moving into Disney Castle right here. Getting Berserk Charge. All right, that immediately is good to see, especially if he's able to grab Final Form before too long. Automatically gives you a pretty good out for a Zigbar fight. Like we got the money pouch right there for Zach. Zach making his way over, picking up his report number 9. Which again tells him Hollow Bastion is a 4. No info yet on Disney Castle. Getting a couple of Keyblades here. Number of Keyblades. Out of curiosity, chat, is the music too loud? I can bring it down, of course. Zach's saying now I want to give... Guard break, didn't I today? Oh, is there guard break in one of these rooms? Again, feel free to call that out whenever you see it. Sounds good? All right, cool. Yeah, it would have to be auto-tracking, so we're not going to be able to... We'll try to just vaguely remember what their movement is between them. I can also potentially just like look at their trackers as we go. Aerial finish, not a combo modifier you're going to see them use too often. Fire boost here in the front 7 of Olympus Coliseum. Report number 3. A lot of reports early on. We expect that with these settings. Telling us World That Never Was is only a 1. Now, once again, just like 100 Acre Wood or Sora's Heart, could be an easy one. The 1 could be the proof. Report 12 here as well. Telling you Disney Castle is a 2, which looking over at Mett, it looks like he has not found anything in it. Let me also move this to a point where I can actually see their trackers a little better. Yeah, that does make Port Royal our first blue on the board. So, unbeknownst to Mett, he is pushing a 2 here in Disney Castle. Oh, did he push the mouse? What a god. This is why they're on here, not me. I can't push the mouse. It's too hard. Yeah, once again, shoutouts to guys. I definitely could have made the lines cleaner and everything and actually capturing the streams. I'm kind of doing it all right here. But shouts to It's Casa for making the layout. He absolutely killed it. Does look like, yeah, I like this play from Zach. He knows Port Royal is a 5. It's a blue 5 for him right now. And he's got Thundara with, trying to see what his magic stat is right now. Does he have anywhere on his tracker where I can see that? Actually, on his, yes, he's got 20 magic right now. Which won't be able to quite one-shot them, although he's got a Thunder Boost. So yeah, he will be 2-shotting each of them with the Thundara. Blue means that, so at the end of the day, when you have all 13 reports, the 3 proofs have to be hinted. A little bit of an awkward fight here for Zach, although he's got Magnera as well to go with it. So actually not as awkward as I thought it would be. And then here's actually like a decent place where he could He could actually utilize Magnet Burst, I think, potentially right there. Ooh, that's going to be a death for him. Should be able to get it back in there pretty quickly. I do like the idea of a Magnet Burst right here. Might be kind of remembering he has a... Ooh, but also remembered he got Fantasia from the Abu escort. But yeah, blue means it is a hinted hint. Because the proofs have to be hinted, and the reports that point to the proofs, they have to be hinted. Is our first... and so when those worlds have been hinted, they will turn blue, which just raises the odds that, yeah, we're gonna see a proof there. But again, there's a lot. And that is already Thundaga found. That is already Thundara found, yep. Utilizing the Magnet Burst right there. It does look like, peeking at Zach stats right now, rocking a solid 20 magic, but yeah, relatively low strength. STT strength with about mid-game magic. Yeah, gotta love a good Zeus seed. It doesn't look like any important checks were found in Port Royal yet here in the town. So on average, it looks like they're going to be a little deeper, which is going to be kind of the theme of the hard logic tournament we'll be seeing all weekend. On average, the good stuff is going to be a little deeper. And now we've got Mett going over into Agrabah. Unbeknownst to him, he is about to have Thundaga. Thundaga right there for him. That puts him at 10 important checks. Picking up his report number 4 right there. Tell him about Sora's Heart so he knows it's done at this point. At this point, levels, like, still they're going to have checks on them, but they can't have their proofs or anything. Ooh, we got Reflect as important check number 1 here. Looks like Zach's going to pick that up and then just elect to bail, actually. From Port Royal. Oh, thank you. Yes. Keep on top of that for me. Again, I got to keep track of this shit the whole time. Must be impossible. Hey, we're trying to prove it that it can be done. Yeah, that's a super early Thundaga and a Magnera for our players. Yeah, we got our first Reflect of the day found by Zach. And says, I want to wait a little bit longer before I push deeper. And a lot of that I can understand. If you feel like your defense is low, you're just not very safe. I can understand saying, hey, there's a lot of other checks that are not hinted right now. Let's move out of here. However, 17 minutes in, about 18 minutes in, Zach's sitting here at 14 important checks. Knows about 4 in Simulated Twilight Town. 4 in Hollow Bastion. 2 more in Disney Castle. And just utilizing Final Form right there to pop the chests open. So it looks like he's got a little bit over half the intel in the game right now. 7 reports total. We know the last thing Mett's going to get here before leaving will be that Final Form. Very nice to see. It's cool to see just both players aren't going to have to worry about forcing it at any point. It doesn't look like there was too much there in that shotgun of Space Paranoids. Picking up a form boost. Again, I'll be joined on commentary, actually, by 3 amazing other runners and commentators in the community. Next match joined by Double a Dewey. Should be fun. Ooh. I do like the bail out of there and heal. Unfortunately, yeah, these enemies are just taking lives off of both of our players today for Zach and Mett. Zach also electing. I like pushing the front 6 of 100 Acre Wood. You know it's a 1. If it's just like an early report, you get more info about another world, and you're in and out of there. I mainly bring up reports early because they're the only part of the important check pool that are not mythic rarity. So on average, they're actually more likely to show up early. Is going to get Zach quick run. Now, with World That Never Was only being a 1 for our players, not that Mett knows that right now, I don't expect to see a quick running of Roxas, but we shall see. No prediction? Oh, I'm running enough stuff. If if mods want to run predictions or anything, they can feel free. But I am tracking, commentating, capturing the feeds. I'm doing all that stuff. Now we got Zach making his way over to Disney Castle. Knows it's a 2. Okay, so that's what people were talking about. We got guard break. Guard break not super great right now just because our strength stat is so low. Yeah, I haven't really noticed the player. I don't know if they've necessarily looked at their different keyblades. Mett chasing one of his best hints he's got right now, knowing that Hollow Bastion is a 4. Electing to hold off on Port Royal for a little longer. Report 2 on Final 2, telling him that LOD is a 2. Final 2 telling me Report 2 that LOD is a 2. I gotcha. I gotcha, game. Zach now going to try to push the mouse. Oh, trying to get her up. Yeah, I've done this with dodge roll. It's hard. Got a Donald staff right there. He already has Fantasia. Yeah, checking all of his keyblades. I see a light and darkness in there. Fenrir might be his best, at least just like from a pure stat standpoint. Again, they do max out at a 7-7. So seeing a 6-5 just long keyblade and not noticing any like super good abilities, I think that was a solid, just like don't spend too much time looking at the keyblades. Get your 6-5, get out of there. Put on aerial dive, aerial spiral, put on all your good stuff because you got some combat coming up right here. Elected to put on the drive converter right there, which I think is fine considering he already has a money pouch. Now whenever he wants to master form, he's good to go. Picking up a draw ring. Obviously it can be good for certain fights. Chat, we got any predictions from y'all? Where are these proofs going to be at? Oh, the beauty of Thundaga, man. Yeah, as you can expect, you are not supposed to have Thundaga this early in the game. Yeah, looking like nothing there in the early parts of Hollow Bastion. Again, it's only a 4, which for Hollow Bastion, it's the biggest world in the game. So not surprising that we didn't see any of them early. Collectively, it looks like the only report that Mett has over Zach is that report 2 on dry forms. He's utilized Final Form a lot, but again, every form levels up from different means. And for Final Form, it is defeating nobodies, which Zach, I believe, just has not actually gone anywhere that has nobodies yet. So now we'll give him some info, but again, it's not info other than the Port Royal and the STT. Nothing is like super juicy what you're seeing right now. I'm surprised P took that many Thunders to die. Can we get some Pokemon DP OST? I'm going to play the Kingdom Hearts music for the Kingdom Hearts tournament. We're good, though. High drive recovery. Always good to see some drive recoveries early on for some potential skips and whatnot. And they also got, yeah, I didn't call it out there the first time, but that accessory slot. Zach, I can see his facial expression right there saying, okay, we have Thundaga. So there will be one check that is at least windows deep. I don't blame them for sure. Only one left. I wouldn't push windows right now. Even with, you have some pretty good crowd control, Magnera, Magnet Burst, whatnot. Wait till you get some higher stats. Yeah, Mett pushing deeper and deeper, still has not seen any of the important checks, and Zach now following him. All right. Zach finally getting his report too. Yeah, collectively on the stream chat, we know 8 of the 13 reports. The 2 report advantage for Zach being he has pushed the front 7 of OC while Mett has not. Which, like, I think it's more common for players that they won't push front 7 of OC until they've got, like, a glide or something. So Zach did it with basically just a dodge roll and got a good amount of info early on, which could make a big difference. Mett saying, I want unhinted Twilight Town. I like this here for sure. And Zach just getting those front, like, 8 checks and saying, I'm good. I don't want to go deeper into a 4 in Hollow Bastion. Yo, combo boost. That'll help out. Stuff like guard break, explosion, finishing leap quite a bit. Hey, and there's a glide finally. Looks like Zach might have went with the jackpot photon debugger right there. Yep, has a solid stat on it. And going into Beast Castle. So we got, once again, diverging plays. Great thing about KH2 Rando, you can go basically anywhere you want. Zach checking out unhinted Beast Castle, while Mett checking out unhinted Twilight Town. Who made the better play? Only time will tell. Let me first open it up. Tram common chest right here. Combo boost and air combo boost. For 3 checks in, this is a great Twilight Town. Draw in Beast Castle Courtyard for Zach early on. Another long boy Keyblade. Our first glide and our first aerial dodge. 1 for each of our players. I'm sure Mett will take the glide though. Doc Goose, thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate you, gamer. Hope you're doing well. Nothing important in either of these worlds yet. Yeah, I do like Matt. Looks like he was holding final form until about now, which I think is a good place to do it. You're only going to be able to get this up to level 3. So now you're going to speed up your movement, although you just got glide level 2, so you're not going to speed it up that much now. Little unfortunate. You can't predict what's going to be in these chests, obviously. And now you should be able to get this, extend this final form all the way up to the station fight, where you can easily get it to level 3. See the regular shock charm right there. Nothing important in unhinted Beast Castle yet for Zach. Yeah, in terms of important checks, looking at the tracker, it looks like they both have all the same ones. Except Zach additionally has the Reflect from pre-minute fight in Port Royal, which again is our only blue world so far. And he's got the 2 reports 3 and 12 out of the Shotgun of Olympus Coliseum. Which again, analyzing that, again, that is simply telling him that Disney Castle is a 2 and World That Never Was is a 1. So it's not like massive info that Mett doesn't have. Mainly just some worlds he should probably avoid for a little bit. Good reflect usage from Zach right there, canceling out that damage. He does have Auto Master, Auto Wisdom. Right now with forms not level, or only able to get up to level 3 or anything, I think it's fine that he's not taking the time to go into those auto forms. Zach making quick work of the thresholder fight right there. Another quick run for Mett. Yeah, I expect to see Mett's basically just going to utilize Magnera to get through this section. Magnera, maybe a little bit of Magnet Burst. As a team, we have movement between our players. Zach, the only thing he's missing are glides, of which there are 2 of in early Twilight Town 1. I wouldn't expect it's going to be too much longer, though, before he pushes it. Rarely do you want Twilight Town to get out of the first hour. Coming up on the half-hour mark, though, collectively, as a team, we have 16 info. HP increase right there for Zach. Yeah, not exactly flooded with HP increases early like I've seen in some seeds. And these, the shotgun plays definitely has, or the shotgun, sorry, these kind of unhinted plays have definitely favored Mett. And this is where, like, maybe you start to say, you potentially could have pushed, like, deeper into Port Royal, knowing that's a 5, but with what they've got, I think it's fine. Like, you know, there's still a lot unhinted at this point. Like, what's Zach being the one with more info right now? How much does he have? 20, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 33. Still 17 unhinted. Yeah. He's got 2 glides over Zach. Definitely of comparing the 2 unhinted plays, Zach really didn't get much. Gotta draw a high jump and aerial dodge compared to Mett's 2 glides. Also got, I know, a full bloom out of it. Yeah, looks like Zach now going to be following Mett into unhinted Twilight Town, as it looks like we're basically going to be crossing over plays. Oh, that's right. Mett also got combo boost. Will be an air combo boost here pretty soon. Yeah, with that, Zach is the first one of our players to achieve Schmovement. I think he's actually legit got level 1 of every movement. Hey, that ain't a rip on it yet. Where's our 1 torn page? It is unhinted so far. Mett still has not done OC, so Zach's still going to have hit that info on him for a little bit. But again, it's not exactly super juicy info. So if you're going to put off that, the only way it like maybe hurts, I would say, is if Mett elects to quick run Roxas before going into OC. I don't expect that to be a thing, but it's got potential to happen. Neither player has found any other like legit forms. They both have, I believe, Auto Valor, Auto Wisdom, and Auto Master. So they could collectively get any of those up to level 3. Seeing a little bit of different routing. I feel like every single player in KH2 Rando routes this early part of Twilight Town 1 in a different way. I know Hobbs, my co-op partner for this past GDQ race, he'll sometimes do, like, he'll go into Twilight Town early, and if his movement isn't great, he'll actually just elect to come back in the second visit. I think a lot of people do this, and use the skateboard to go around and get everything. He's using auto forms in Logic. It's not required by Logic. Like, there is a Logic setting where you would have to, like, do Auto Valor 2 to get actual Valor form, like stuff like that. But that's not on today. Looking around, seeing a bunch of lower stat Keyblades. Yeah, still, and I didn't notice, like, chat, also call out if you ever see, like, Second Chance or Once More on, like, a Keyblade or anything. Our first Reflect right there for Mett. Reflect definitely, as a defensive tool, one of your best offensive tools in the game. And Mett's going to be the first one to actually push deeper into Port Royal. Again, Zach could have made this play earlier. I think it was good for him to not do it because he wasn't one-shotting the Pirates. Whereas Mett coming here with Thundaga, he will be able to. So I think it's another one of those where, like, it was the right play for Zach in the moment, and I think this is the correct play for Mett in this moment. Also, both of them got that money pouch from Halloween Town, so they've got infinite candy, basically, to throw around. They don't have to worry about being conservative. Got a guard sighting there from level 15. I'm seeing some strength increases, so strength is starting to catch up. Yeah, well, I mean, they're doing their own auto tracking on their end. But yeah, I'm also manually tracking here. Yeah, guard, obviously one of the basic tools of the game. Good to see early on. Not gonna have to do some super bosses like Data Zemnis and shit without it. Worth noting that for the players, we decided today that within each individual match, the players can decide to agree on, oh, how often do we want to save or anything. But right now, there's no like, oh, if a person crashes, then, you know, the race starts over, the other person has to pause. That is up to your own discretion. Obviously, it's still KH2 Rando on PC. It's still pretty crash prone, although it's gotten better. I like Mett just utilizing final form right here. Getting himself an item slot. Saved him an ether right there. And getting a high drive recovery out of it. Would not be surprised if we're going to be seeing a number throughout this tournament. Number of instances of core skips and whatnot. And drive recoveries are definitely pretty helpful for that sort of stuff. And especially helpful for that potential throne room skip. But yeah, definitely, like, I think this is a hard seed in the first hour with their info to know how to play. I'd probably play it about like they are. Just say, hey, okay, the big stuff I know about are, is Port Royal right here. I do like Mett right here actually utilizing auto wisdom, just blasting away a bunch of enemies. Seeing if he can maybe just get to level 3. All right. Yeah, just kind of prepping that. I think that was a good, like, you know, kind of sacrificing about 20 seconds. Start prepping wisdom for him. You never know. Good utilization of Magnet Burst right there for Zach. Yeah, that strength still lagging behind for him. So for the most part, he just wants to play this straight as a Zeus seed. And there's actual wisdom form for our second important check of Port Royal. It's level 2 with no drives. Yep. Report 8. All right, this is some new info for us, chat. What are we finding out? Halloween Town is a 3. We've already found 2 there. We saw torn pages. That does hint the torn page to know, the only one we have. And it hints the Hollow Bastion is a 4. So Hollow Bastion is now a blue world. And as expected, we're going to be chucking some candy. And we're going to be absolutely sending Barbosa to the moon. Now, coming out of here, both players are going to be... looks like Port Royal already 3 out of 5 found. Yeah, they have actual final form. A little power boost, help out with that strength being a little lower. And yeah, I think this is fair. I think you could have gone in a little deeper for the 2, but Mett wants that shotgun from OC, so okay. So effectively, the fact that Zach saw that info a little sooner than Mett did, really not going to make a difference. Barbosa might land in time for the next race. I hope, dude. I hope so. We do know this is going to be reports 3 and 12. We'll officially put them up there just in case the players were to miss them. But yeah, once again, seeing Halloween Town's got 1 left in it. We're really not sitting here with like a ton of great info, honestly. There's the report 3 where we're talking about. Report 12 coming up as well, which will tell him that World That Never Was is just a 1. Or rather, report 3 told him World Never Was a 1. Dizzy Castle being a 2. So right now, I don't know what the next play is. Okay, that's the Shock Charm Plus. I knew y'all called that out. I must have been looking at the reports at that point. How is the seed? Both players are moving along. It looks like with that Port Royal push, Mett officially takes the lead in terms of number of important checks. This is not ABN or anything. However, now Mett, once again, they're going to be crossing over paths. Mett heading into Beast Castle. I can understand that. He just got Wisdom Form, wants to go ahead and just top that one off. Getting just a Serenity Shard for his troubles. Zach buying a fat stack of Ethers. What was the one report? It was the one that told us about LOD2. So this might be one of them where there are 3 proofs just at the end of each world, which is a lot of times what we do see here in Hard Logic. Yeah, so once again, they're going to be tied up in terms of info. In terms of like deaths and execution, I think they're both basically equal at this point. Again, all throughout the day, we'll be seeing 8 of the top players in KH2 Rando throwing down. Mett finally picking up his first aerial dodge out of Beast Castle. That was really, like, probably the best thing out of Unhinted Beast Castle. Zach getting his guard. Yeah. Do want to remind you guys that all throughout the day we'll be doing KH2 Rando in the Hard Logic Tourney. It's a little invitational I threw together. First match of the day, Zach the Robot taking on Matthias every 3 hours. We're booting up another race. We will obviously let each race finish. Hopefully each of these seeds are done within 3 hours, but we'll see. Right, if we go off at all what we've learned watching my seeds with these exact settings the last week. Yeah, we're getting all the kind of little crappy info early on. Which again, like we might have all 3 proofs hinted right now. It's just like, yeah, end to STT. I'm almost a little surprised, I guess, 41 minutes in. That STT is a 4 is the first juicy hint we got. There's always inherently you kind of want to see a obviously limit form. Obviously you really want to see limit form. But you know, you got a quick run. You got a draw right now. I know they at least have a combo plus. Other part of that is like definitely, I mean, you don't have any proofs right now. So you never, when you have no proofs, you don't inherently feel like you're in a rush to do anything, I feel like, especially in these settings. Mett getting knocked up right there, but was able to recover it. Just an absolute explosion on both sides of the screen. In terms of good combo modifiers, neither one of them have a gap closer on the ground, no slide dash, no flash step, no horizontal slash, no explosion or finishing leap. So they have, like, combo modifiers, if you had to rank them, 6 through 10, but they don't have 1 through 5, in my opinion. Wisdom form right there in Port Royal for Zach. He'll also be picking up, it looks like report 8 here pretty soon. Just 100% confirm it. Yep. Telling them that Halloween Town has 1 more in it, Prison Keeper and beyond. And this is where things are going to start getting really interesting, chat. I feel like we're kind of out of the standard shotgun plays after this. And we'll be seeing what do these players have a preference for. At a certain point, you just got to guess where to go. I like with the info I've got right now, if I feel relatively comfortable with going past corridors, I think you have to consider core skip pretty soon. I still like pushing all the way through Port Royal too, as in get through the Gambler. Yeah, Zach turning right back around for Port Royal. I like this. Yeah, I think in terms of, like, the areas they have each crossed over, I think this basically ties them up. Mett finishes up Beast. Zach just a little bit ahead going into Port Royal, too. And I think, I want to say everything else has been about the same. So Zach maybe with a very slight execution advantage 45 minutes in. But it's cool to see how close that is. Zach taking that potential map crash point a little safer. I hold my breath every single time. Yeah, okay, 9 out of 13 reports found. This is what we got. Okay, so we're seeing the two top plays that I just called out right there. I think third play you're feeling that STT without a limit form play. But, yeah, Zach going to Port Royal, going a little deeper. This is probably the play I would prefer. Just absolutely pumping him full of the power of Zeus. Mett also working towards that final level 4. Both of them taking it out, so we'll see now. We get to open a couple of booster packs. Will Mett be going for Core Skip? If you have none by the time Core Skip's popping up, you gotta consider it. We got nothing on the left. We got Valor form, so Wisdom and Valor both here. A Drive Gauge for Zach. An Accessory slot, that's our third one. A Dodge Roll in Core Room 1. Trinity Limit, great to see. Great limit right there. Let's put Valor form up on Port Royal. One thing left here, will he be able to get out of here? Him catching himself in time, make sure he gets that 1 experience point for final form. See map, and Peter Pan, only a little bit over from its vanilla spot. That finishes off Port Royal. All right, Mett still 0 for 4 in Hollow Bastion. We're skipping into Core. While Zach going to LOD. We got a little bit of a different setup here from Mett. Oh, beautiful setup right there. Now he's going to go immediately into Final Form. And he's going to Final Form Thunder, carry himself across the gap. Beautiful stuff right there by him. Getting the other air combo boost. Yeah, that was a beautiful variation. Again, here's the thing about being good at Core Skip. You got to, Master Form, great to see. You have to know 400 different variations on being able to do it. Master Form here in Core 4. So between both players, they have now found they went from like no forms to every form except for the one that makes STT faster. Just picked up Master Form. You wonder if, like, potentially he could Drive Gauge and then utilize Master Form right here. He's slowly but surely gliding up the side of the wall right here, making sure he gets in position. Nice. Beautiful stuff. Had to take a little while to line it up, but still very good. Zach hitting up the missions right here in Land of Dragons. I definitely think that's good considering he just got Valor and Wisdom form and knows he can now get both of those to level 5. Missions are a great place to do that. And LOD, one of your better hints on the board. Our first negative combo sighting here also in Core. Horizontal Slash, going with that Berserk charge that we found back in the beginning of the seed in Disney Castle. Ooh, we got our first finishing plus right there. At least that I've noticed. Maybe there's one on a Keyblade. But for Zach here in missions. Always great to see an external finishing plus to where you don't have to get locked down to maybe a subpar Keyblade. Another Drive Gauge right here for Mett. Now, again, the caveat to doing Core Skip is that you get all these checks. You don't have to do the 2 fights. But you are not going to be able to access that final check in Core, which is actually weighted pretty heavy. So there's always like a pretty decent chance it maybe not necessarily will have an important check in it, but something very good. Olympus Stone right there. And Fire. All right, that is our second important check. With finally auto limit. So with that, both our players, well, if they were to do Core Skip, Could get, collectively could get all 5 forms up to level 6. What was that we just got right there? That was, what we just get? Fire. Our first fire of the day. But all right, that was a very good core skip from Mett and got paid out very nicely for it. Got master form, got him fire, got himself a horizontal slash, a drive gauge I know in there. Pick it up. Just pop in master form real quick up to level 2. Again, drive forms are unhinted right now, but always good to kind of get those whenever you can in pretty quick places. There is not a check on that. There's the chest right before that fight, and that's what they would have to do both of the prerequisite fights in order to do. Final up to level 4 for Mett. And the nice thing about, like, with the curved midday experience that we'll be seeing from our players, I'd say midday. I think it's midday. For drive forms, it means it takes them a little longer to get up to level 4, but overall it's much faster for them to get up to level 7. That kind of, I think, balances it on hard logic, that forms on average are going to be deeper. Actually leveling them up won't take them too long. Mett electing to do the dancers fight right there. Picking up the 2 chests behind there. Now, is he going to leave this place? There's only 2 left, but... And making 100% sure, looking over at Zach's side, yeah, was not able to find either of the 2 checks in LOD, so pretty good chance we might see both of them in Throne Room later on, which might go back there with him prepping that. I could see him using Master Form if he does Core Skip, which he's now here in Hollow Bastion, to jump over that and get that quick 2-pack right away. Oh, is the other negative combo on a Keyblade? So they both have access to double negative combo now. Final form right here. Already getting final up to level 5, which is also just, it's good to have. Final form get a little higher. Some of your forms, they just have really good combat abilities. Zach picking up some cheeky Valor form experience right there. Liked that. Other than final level 2 producing that report, not much of anything notable on forms besides that. I guess Master gave you another draw. Zach has it on Keyblades. Okay. So it must have been from a Keyblade he got in a LOD. Mett, our first one, pushing deeper into Twilight Town. Again, this is still an unhinted play, but there's always a lot of density here. And again, like with what you've got, you're not loving a lot of these plays. Still have not seen a STT play with 4 over there. And both players sitting right now at 20 important checks. Yo, make that 21 for Mett's side. As his first important check of Twilight Town, we're finding a cure. Our first cure of the day. So the only baby magic we have not found as a team is Blizzard. Shadow Archive Plus right there. And Explosion. Great to see. Definitely number 1 on the power rankings. We got Zach on the left side electing. He is fighting through core. He believes in the Zeus seed. Has a Reflect, has Magnera, bringing out Peter Pan to keep him safe. That will give him 1 free re-raise if needed. And he's going to have to use it right here. Yeah, looks like he had a 3-7 Fire Boost Keyblade right there for Mett. Ooh, Zach unfortunately taking the death. Wants to try to make a play, it looks like, for that last chest in core. Maybe it's from the fact that he doesn't have any of the 4 important checks. We, as the restream, we obviously know that 2 of them you'll get just for doing core skip. And again, it ultimately comes down to, do you just feel confident in doing this fight right now? Take a quick peek over. What is Zach's magic stat? 28 magic. It actually kind of leveled off a little bit. Looks like strength actually took the lead. And he's got the double thunder boost, which I think is why he thought this was a pretty valid option. Ooh, that's our second death there for Zach. Starting to give some time back. As Mett making his way through unhinted Twilight Town. Has a cure and, much more importantly, an explosion for his troubles. Okay, it looks like Zach taking those 2 deaths and actually is not going to bother core skipping, is going to elect to hold that for a while. And now Zach is just going to be following behind, going through Twilight Town. It is worth pointing out that Mett has not done Port Royal 2, so he does not have Valor form, so the most he can get all these forms up to is a 5. Both players have access to 3 forms. A different set of 3, neither one of them having limit form. Ooh, that's so unlucky for Mett. He tried to just open the chest right there, and now he's stuck in card form forever. He's gonna die. Yeah. That's so frustrating. Well, it's going to give a little bit of time back to Zach. Yeah, making sure that he's opening the chest. Well, he sees it's a quick run. These gamblers are not being kind to him. Yo, Riku's theme, Pog. Doogie balls. Doogie. Finally seeing Reflera there. So we got a couple of solid things here. We got an item slot. Reflera and Explosion. Full Bloom Plus. I believe they both have 3 accessory slots right now, or at least maybe Zach does. He might have got that third one from, what's it called? From LOD. Can't quite remember if chat remembers. He'll be getting Explosion as well. Explosion isn't necessarily a tool that makes me feel better about doing, what's it called? About doing core fights necessarily. But obviously just the best combo modifier in the game. Especially if you have combo boosts with a very high magic stat. Okay, Mett going to be crossing over past. He's going to be doing his Port Royal 2, where he should be getting Valor Form and Peter Pan here. Does Zach have all 4? Damn. I love seeds like that. I love seeds that give me all my combo modifiers. I love seeds that give me all my accessory slots. I can help you just get a burst of strength really quickly. Yeah, looking at their Keyblades, I still don't think we have seen a second chance or once more for either player. Yeah, the kind of weakness of that magic stat starting to show right there. Yeah, thankfully, this will kind of get Zach above the threshold going into final form right there. It's amazing seeing, even at Thundaga, double Thunder boosted with a Shock Charm Plus, it was still like quad Thunders to kill those Dusks back there. So it looks like the advantage is now, well, I say the advantage. Right now, the difference in the plays that they will have done. Zach about to do a little bit of the mansion right here. Looks like Mett didn't elect to stop and like grind or anything. He knows Sora's Heart is done. He couldn't get final form any higher. I can understand that. Your stats are probably high enough. Looking at his stats, yeah, they're right around that early World That Never Was level, mid-30s. I think it's good that he didn't try to like do any level grinding, especially with no experience boosts. But right now it's going to be Zach has all of LOD up to Shanyu prepped, while Mett went through... Oh, there was an accessory slot, that's right. While Mett will have done core. Let's move the Reflect up into Twilight Town. Let's move the Valor form over to Port Royal. And he'll be getting Peter Pan right here. Can't miss it. It'll be on the pop-up. So in terms of important checks, Mett with a 24-22 lead over Zach, 50 total in the game. But again, it is not an ABN. They are just trying to find all three proofs and fight through the world that never was. Coming up on that 1 hour mark here on the restream. Neither player has found a proof yet. How much longer will it be till we see an STT play? It looks like Mett saying, I want the 2 from LOD. They're really holding out for that limit form. STT to 4 is pretty big. Again, I'm never saying these are the right or the wrong plays. Obviously, we're able to sit over here. We know everything that's going to happen. Well, we know the collective of the 2 players going right now. I probably would have pushed STT by now. I definitely think it's a little overrated how much time limit form saves if you know decent struggle strats. And certainly your stats are high enough to where you're not going to lose too much time not having limit form. And that's obviously a lot of stuff over there. Could potentially get to your info. We have stalled out on info. Both players with the same 9 reports. Yeah, it's becoming more and more likely that limit form, unironically, is going to be an STT. We've got Zach. He is back for the attack. Here in core fight 1, still doesn't want to do the core skip. Has Peter Pan, has a big Thundaga. Feels like he can make this work. I know for me, I feel like I try to look for, do I have Thunder, do I have Reflect, and do I have at least like a 35 magic stat, which peeking over at Zach, he's rocking a 32. 35 is where I feel pretty confident, but it's obviously a pretty arbitrary number. Ooh, getting punched right there. Zach could elect to, as soon as he gets the re-raise from Peter Pan, dismiss him and respawn him in. It's still a very even race, a long way to go, but Zach certainly doesn't want to spend too much longer here. Getting his Peter Pan out. Trying to utilize a little bit of explosion right there. Yeah, needs to get away, needs to pop an ether up. Maybe just electing to stay a little bit safe. Okay. Ooh, all right. I think that is still in his re-raise, though. Yes. Hadn't seen it yet. Getting rid of that shaman at least. Now he's into the cars phase. Taking out the other shaman. He is into the final group. He's got these 2 cars and the shaman left. Now he's got to wait for them to have their invincibility and get rid of the cars. Good stuff from Zach. It was unfortunately, I believe, a 5th try on the fight. Maybe that was 4th try. He maybe died the first 2 times, then came back. But that is going to get him an air combo boost. And now Master Form, which I definitely expect to see a skip before too much longer for the throne room, which we might be seeing from both players. Now, obviously, this is going to be a massive, massive moment here, chat. It could be. It could just be all right, it's a Mithril Shard. Zach likely will be able to get to this final chest in core. That is going to be the big benefit of doing this. It is a heavily weighted check. Will it come up roses for him? Chat, can I just tell y'all how much I love Kingdom Hearts music? It's so fucking comfy. And that second Thunder Boost there for Mett. Remember, it's Crystal, and yeah, he's going right in. He's not even questioning it. He's got Master Form. He's got the goods. He's got a lot of drive gauges. He's got some drive recoveries. He will easily be able to do this throne room skip. All right, now Zach going into the second of the two main core fights that we're going to have to fight through here. Going to be going for some Magneras, Thunders, some explosions. We're also potentially going to be seeing some Magnet Burst I could see. Looking like he's electing to pop into... Yeah, I was going to say, electing to pop into Valor Form, not intentional. I would imagine he's going to use Final Form here, but Final or Master is pretty viable. Ooh, going to drop down. Going to have to do it again. So, Zach gambling right here that this last chest of core is going to be something good for him. Which honestly, like, I understand that in the moment, considering you have found 0 of the 4 important checks. You feel like there's a pretty decent chance it's going to be something. And again, even if it's not, like, an important check, maybe it's just, like, it's something good. Ooh, Zach taking another meat grindy death right there to those bastards. Magnera, really good for this. Magnega, much, much better. All right, chat, give me a prediction. Do you think there will be 0, 1, or 2 important checks in the throne room? I like the Comet usage right here into the Magnet Burst from Donald. This is a super fun strat. Into the finisher. Trying to get rid of those book assholes. Another Valor Form. Oh, trying to just survive. Oh, the Panic Comet. I love this play from Zach. And he should be able to build up drive fast enough to where he can get back into either Master Form or Final Form. Oh, no. Donald died instantly. He wasn't able to pop into it. I do like the Comet usages there, but damn, dude. Yep. It's, core fights, man. They suck. And no second chance once more for either one of them. So right now, unless there is something big in the final chest of core, absolutely this is working out routing-wise for Mett. Oh, these bastards looking over at Mett. All right, he should be good to go. Yeah, I'm going to do one more jump over, and yeah, he is safely above that barrier. What would be the biggest find? I mean, obviously approve. Because at this point, Mett's not going to go there till very, 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 very late in the seed. We got a dodge roll. We got flash step, our first of our ground-based gap closers. That's great to see for him. But if you predicted 0, are you kidding me? Okay, Magnega was in the throne room. There is one thing left. If you guessed 1, and it made you wait all the way there for the 1, could it be on Shan Yu? It's definitely weighted pretty heavily that it could be on Storm Rider or Data Zigbar. All right, Zach, a good job getting here to the final wave of enemies. Yeah, I like just going into final form right now. Utilize another magnet. Yeah, able to fight. So he's able to get through the 2 rooms of fights. Oh, the bird is such a dick, dude. This fight is, like, kind of hard to know how to handle. Yeah. All right, that's an 0 for 2 on Shan Yu. There's 1 left here that he'll be getting. And then the last important check is going to be on Storm Rider. Okay. Storm Rider or Data Zigbar has the other important check. Right now, Mett's sitting there having found 25 things. This Are all of his accessory slots, like, empty? He hasn't put anything in those slots yet. Maybe there were 2 in LOD. Yeah, finally kind of statting himself up. All right. If you're Zach, if you are rooting for Zach today, chat, you want to see something big pop up here. He's about to get fire, his second important check, which he likes to see, but also part of him is probably saying, well, the odds that this was an important check. Ugh. Mett finally going to STT, our first one going into it. Chat will limit for him being STT. Give me a yes or a no in chat right now. Zach gonna try to final form glide over this. Didn't like the look of it. Will STT yield our first proof of the tournament? Ooh, this not looking good for Zach. Unfortunately, once again, the Valor form problem's continuing. Yeah, not enough of a high jump. I would assume Zach can do this if he's doing it. Oh! Oh my God, what a legend. All right, is he going to get paid? The proof of non-existence. Are you kidding me? Off of the absolutely legendary master form fires to get into position. That's incredible. Oh my God. And now he knows there's only one thing left here in Hollow Bastion. Chat, all the deaths instantly in that moment were worth it. There's still 2 other proofs out there. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff left to go. All of a sudden, Zach with the massive lead in this race. The absolutely massive lead in this race. Get a couple levels here for Master Form. Getting into level 2 and level 3. Yeah, that is... Because, like, if you're Mett right now, you're thinking, okay, the odds of that one being one of the 2 important checks left, especially a proof, are so low. You can't blame Mett if that's not literally, like, the last thing he's going to do in the seed. So, yeah. Yeah, even, it's good if you are a Mett fan that Zach at least died a good, like, 7-8 times going through that section. I wonder how far Zach's going to push right here. He knows there's only 1 left. And Mett, our first one pushing into STT. That is incredible to know. Chat, again, with the tournament this weekend, it's a quick blitz tourney. No double elimination or anything. It is 1 round in and out you go. And Zach, despite all the deaths there on core, again, they're tough fights. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, like Zach's just like sucking it up and stuff. No, these are 8 of the best players in KH2 Rando. All of a sudden, it's all worth it. Ooh, Zach going to be the first one going into the world that never was, only at a 1. But he wants to see. Electing to put on, yep, couple good stuff. Auto limit, Trinity limit, air combo boost, summon boost, draw boost. Doesn't look like we see second chance or once more or anything. Would rather do the 1 here in World That Never Was than the 4 in STT without limit. There we go. My man's cracked. He can do no wrong. The other Berserk charge. This is actually normally where I've elected to recently with this build. Actually, use horizontal slash Berserk charge strats on him. Steal the Keyblades and then just start smacking him with square. Ooh, yep, that freaking aerial dive. Oh, and guarded just a little. I'm shocked that didn't work. Oh, I guess this is still messed up on Mett's version. Well, it's going to end up being a time loss for him. Okay, well, that's That's supposed to be a thing? He got report 1. We will review the tapes on that later. Telling you Twilight Town is a 2 and it's done. So nothing between Betwixt and Beyond. Is that like a new thing? That's happened to Adam a couple times before. But to say that's not just like a version difference or anything. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what Zach's strategy here was exactly with Roxas. I think what he was trying to go for was just an explosion loop and kind of have options with like Trinity limit, auto limit and stuff. Ooh, this is... Oh, the save! Now, to know, they do have access to a scan, but it is on a Keyblade right now. Zach's going to have to do some surviving right here. All right. Yeah, definitely losing some time here on a clean fight. Saw Mett did Hainer back there, obviously. Has a couple of draws. And looking like, yeah, he's electing for... I like this strat right here for Vivi. Even just single overhead hits. Once he's at 1 HP, he won't retaliate. So you just do this until he's down to about 25 orbs. All right, Zach able to get through the Roxas fight. It was not pretty. He ate 2 or 3 DMs right there. Got another item slot for Zach. I can't believe core skipping, getting dunked on right there. Zach getting slide dash. Again, interesting to see. I hadn't even brought up got master form, and I was predicting, oh, we'll see Zach when he gets master form immediately go back over to LOD. Actually not doing throne room skip right now. Getting the other gap closer, the better one in slide dash though. We still only seen that Twilight Town report in STT. Telling you the world's done. Zach hasn't seen the one important check here in World That Never Was yet. Coming up on Zigbar, which he's got the stats and everything. I could see him just doing it. There are definitely a lot of people who elect to just say, hey, once I feel like I'm strong enough, whatever World That Never Was the number is, I'm just going to go do it. I have to do it anyways. Maybe it'll give me other things in addition to whatever the one important check is. Mett gonna be finishing up. Not too bad there on Setzer. 31 seconds left on the clock. Still looking for the other 3 there. Let's take a quick peek over. I imagine we'll be seeing some variant on Berserk charge strats here. Yeah, Zach's stats, it has all those accessory slots, so I think that's kind of skewing the stats a lot higher, but actually has 43 strength right now, looking over it real quickly. So he should be able to shred through Zigbar pretty quickly. No duck flare or anything, but does have final form, horizontal slash, double air combo boost. Ooh, the other scan there in simulated Twilight Town. Yeah, I don't think there's necessarily a correct right. The other money pouch in STT. Still 3 important checks here. We can't find them. Yeah, looking like there's really no wrong way, I think, to go about this. You just in some way want to Berserk charge this idiot. Yeah, looking like he's going for Comet, so he's actually electing to do it with just straight horizontal slash. It's all down to your own comfortability. I definitely prefer horizontal slash here. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, dropped out of it. The panic into final form. Calculated, very good. Now going to be going in for the immediate magnets. He's going to cancel off his finishers. Oh, okay. Or he's just going to die. I was like, he's probably close. That amount of strength, that health is going down so fast. Zach looking to fully prep World That Never Was. I really haven't noticed anything big that he's found here so far. Another high jump. That would definitely help him with potentially doing a throne room skip. High jump and dodge roll here in the room after. A little bit more movement. Mysterious Abyss. Yet another Keyblade. Still liking that Photon Debugger. I think it's just a higher set of stats with a jackpot on it. Which even with the money pouch, that sometimes is just nice for if you want to get some quick master form leveling. Look over here. Collectively, we have found 10 of the 13 reports here in the first match of the day. Genie there in the STT mansion for our second important check. Where'd you go, Daddy? Another combo plus. Could this be a Data Roxas seed for the first of the day? Limit 4 at the goddamn end of STT. Who called it in chat? Who was a believer in the late as shit STT? And Mett electing saying, I actually want to level this up right here, right now. There is no other place he'd rather be. Nah, I'm sure there's places he'd rather be. Unhinted, he's got 10 reports, but he wants to get limit form built up right now. It's pretty optimal to get it done in simulated Twilight Town because you never actually lose drive. You just sit down here, lock onto something, be in some sort of combat, and then start going. And the nice thing about limit form with this experience curve, 13 limits and you're done. I believe, yeah, he has all of his forms. So he can get this all the way to 7. This has the added benefit of if this is a Data Roxas seed, he's already good to go on this potentially. I don't know if either of our players are gonna use something different. Yo, we got a cure. A cure on like limit, was that limit 6? Yeah, I do believe double negative is optimal here, time-wise, unless your strength gets, like, really high. And I think even then, I still think it's double negative by a bunch, especially with the double air combo boost they have. Yeah. It was 5. Okay, so he actually elected to stop right there. He's got all of his forms. I wonder if Mett's not as familiar with the curves on it, because, yeah, 3 more... it's the same amount to get to level 5 as it is to get to level 7. Going into Axel 2. Axel 2's got probably about a 70% chance, or no, probably about a 62-3% chance that he's got this last important check right now. Ooh, Mett a little too far out. Mett and Zek was able to take out Luxord back there. Still has not seen, I believe, the important check here in World That Never Was. Ooh, Mett. Axel 2 can do this. He just basically will not get stunned. Yep. And you just end up losing an embarrassing amount of time to him. Not that it's embarrassing. It just, you feel awful. Yeah. This happened. Did this happen to Hobbs on the GDQ stage? I don't remember. Either way, he just got a fucking nap. And now he's got one more, and then are we confirming Data Roxas right now? We are. 4 important checks in STT. Genie, a Twilight Town is dead hint, limit form at the fucking end, and then Data Roxas. How soon will we see a Data Roxas play? He's looking at his stuff right now. We're seeing it right now from Mett. Wow, incredible. He's got double negative combo with a double air combo boost. It's pretty likely you're going to say it's never going to get any faster than right now. Once More was on a Keyblade. Was it, is it just on Mett's side or was it on Zach's side? Just so I'm tracking it for the correct player. To become 1 on Mett's side. Okay. Once more on a Keyblade. So that, to our knowledge, it looks like he has located 30 out of 50 important checks. And for him, no proofs yet. Was that a torn page? Oh, did we see it? Yes, it was a torn page. It looks like on Zach's side. So, our second torn page. Both torn pages have been hinted, but we do know 100 Acre Wood is only a 1. Oh, did Mett leave on Magnet Burst? Yeah, that'll do it. So Zach, again, as you'd expect, fully prepping up World That Never Was. Dude, Chad, I'm going to give you this sick strat that I've actually liked to do recently with Data Roxas. So your reflects aren't finishers. I actually like to put on double negative combo and a combo plus. Because you'll still do the single overheads here, but the reflect won't be a finisher, so the lag from it will be better. You do got to remember to take it off, but yeah. Didn't put the scan on? Yeah. Yeah, he could have remembered to put it on right there. It's, thankfully for him, it doesn't matter. Because these are finishers. It's not like the quick run strat where you got to know when he's dead. You're just doing it till he's dead. And like, in a way, mentally, it might be better to not have your eyes distracted by the health bar up there. You just go for like a minute and 45 seconds here is roughly what it should take, and then you take him out. We don't have a bracket because we're leaving it pretty up in the air, just like, okay, whoever wins the matches today, they'll then schedule for tomorrow who they're going to play. Matt finishing off Xemnas right here as Mett is trying to take down Data Roxas. He'll have the entirety of STT over Zach, but unless this is a proof, not necessarily a big deal for him. It does lock actual limit for him. Zach has access to auto limit. Zach's saying, I want unhinted. All right, Matt taking him out. What's it going to be? Zach going for unhinted OC right now. More torn pages. Okay. Chat, all the torn pages have continued to be hinted. There's one in the poo. And yeah, here's Mett going back to Hollow Bastion, where it's going to come down to this. Mett's going to do everything in Hollow Bastion here. He's got Magnega with, I imagine, a solid magic stat. Oh, actually, not that high, but maybe he can move some stuff around on accessories, not 100% sure. He will do everything except for the mushrooms check, Data Demix, Sephiroth, and Last Chest of Core. When, like, I could see him doing Last Chest of Core before Data Demix. But yeah, a lot of the seed right now, if you are rooting for Mett, is wondering, when is he going to elect to go back? When's he doing that last chest in core? You core skip, you are sadly kind of electing to say that I will lose to that last chest. And for the first seed of the tournament, my God. Yeah, if I core skip, I'm doing Sephiroth. Assuming I semi-like my tools. Zach doing a good job of getting these reflects pushed into the face of Cerberus. Yeah, that's about how I rank them. Data Demix, even if you do it well, it is a pretty slow fight. So I think from a pure time standpoint, Sephiroth core into Data Demix is the correct order. Mett will be boosting Wisdom Form likely all the way to level 7 here. Popping his ethers while he's waiting. Good usage of his time. From an info standpoint, the only advantage for either player is that Mett got report 1 from STT, which Zach is saying if he's waiting for limit form, he's never going to go there, which again, might, just like the fights in court, might work out in Zach's advantage. The final cure is on Wisdom 7. Wisdom 7 and Limit 5 have had cures. So that does top off Wisdom form. Hard to play too much to the drives or the page logic. Drives are unhinted, but every single drive has been hinted. And all torn pages have been hinted, along with 100 Acre Wood being hinted, but 100 Acre Wood is a 1. Neither player pulling the same thing I do. Neither player electing to actually do the Piglet minigame. Oh, that's right. Final Four, or Agrabah has not been hinted. Report 6 in OC. Nice, nice. Pridelands is a 5. Okay, that makes a few things blue. That makes his STT blue if he wants to push that. But for the second seed in a row we've had on my stream, Pridelands has been a 5. One more there, OC and Absolute Library. I don't really care about self-hinted worlds not being a thing. I mean, I think that's just as much a play if you call to go somewhere unhinted. 100 Acre Wood is a blue. There's actually a lot of yellow on the board. There's actually a lot of yellow on the board, funny enough. Oh, man. As a stream, we know everything but reports 5 and 11. And I think we've determined off of that as a stream that drive forms can't have it. Is that right? Oh, no, not necessarily. We don't, what? About to say Hollow Bastion? Yeah, I guess we don't know. So you have to fight Data Roxas? That'd do it. Yeah, drives could still have it. I was looking at the reports wrong. Zach electing to save right here. Is he going to leave OC? He's leaving OC. He doesn't want any more of unhinted. He wants to play towards the hints he has. That puts him at 10. He's going to our first one to go back to Pridelands. Immediately wants to see what that 5th one is. And Mett is buying it. I think a little bit of this is maybe hedging your bets on, hey, I just did Data Roxas. I need to get back something for it. Am I not playing the tournament? No, I'm hosting it. Love this Thunder into the Reflect strategy on the Hyenas. That should knock him out in 2. Finally, I think that's only our second aerial dodge. You feel like you went through all of STT, which you feel like Zach may not do because you're never going to get limit for him. You'll get auto limit, but that's not going to be a big deal for STT. And saying, well, I basically did all that and I got a page. I need something for it. So he's only going to be able to check these 3 checks here in Rabbit's house. And if you're committing like this, I would think you're doing the mini game. This seed, absolutely fantastic for our first of the day. I keep forgetting you can open that chest. Nope. He doesn't. Ooh, okay, so he hedged his bets, but he didn't hedge them that hard. Okay. He left. He doesn't want to play anymore for the 1. He wants to do other stuff, which now he's going back. He would rather do, he's going for the 1 in deep LOD. It's hard to, I don't know Mett that well. I don't know a lot of these players' play styles. I don't know if he feels very desperate right now. Torn pages on, oh my God, chat, it's happening. Torn pages on Scar. That finishes off Pride Lands. All of the pages have been hinted. Zach, both of our players now starting to play for the 1s. I mean, you've kind of reached that point where you need to. Zach wants to go find the 1 left in Halloween Town. Mett trying to find the 1 left in LOD. Only 2 places where it can be. Storm Rider or on Data Zigbar. You eat the bear. It could be. It's the important check is at least at Kanga's house. I don't hate the play by Matt. At that point, you're saying, let me go to other places and just later on, it'll be a little bit more screen transitions. If I have to, I'll go back through core, or I'll go back through that mini game in 100 Acre Wood. Both players at 10 out of 13 reports. Both of them have a different 10th report. What we know is a stream, in terms of what we don't know, is 1 more check somewhere in Hollow Bastion. Which it looks like, yeah, Mett went all the way through 1K. Yeah, that was a torn page in World That Never Was. It's fine 3 proofs. Yeah, there is 1 here in LOD, 1 in Halloween Town, which is blue. 1 in 100 Acre Wood that we currently, Zach may have access to. Probably not. It is on Data Zigbar. Oh my God. Oh my God. 1 left, Windows Plus and Disney Castle. Yeah, those are the collective things we know. Oh, is he just going back in? He put on upper slash. I'm going to hard guess he meant to put on guard right there. Oh, actually, no, he's going into World That Never Was. Okay, he is leaving it for a little bit. He's checking, we're checking more unhinted drives. For him right now, for drives to have a proof, drives need to be hinted and Agrabah needs to be hinted. So definitely interesting to see the Valor form leveling here. I think Rose just went live. There's probably a way I could have captured this to where that didn't pop up. Not confident in his Data Zigbar. It's a hard fight, man. It also is one, unless he could have it. He could have it right now, but we don't know if either of them have, what's it called? Duck Flare, which obviously can be really, really nice for Data Zigbar. You do have Fantasia, so you at least could Fantasia, you have Cure. You have ways to force yourself into a horizontal slash position. Looks like, yeah, Mett elected, he just got Valor Form up to like 5 or 6 there. Yeah, it looks like 6. It's like a little bit, definitely a little more tempting just to get your drives leveled up. I think I would have elected to not level them up with the current info that either of them have. Obviously, chat, for us, if reports 5 or 11 pop up for either player and it doesn't say drives or Agrabah, then we know drives can't have proofs. Yo, the upper slash strats, I've never seen this. I've never seen this before. I guess it's an alternate to Thunder. Either way, absolutely beautiful fight right there from Mett. Getting it first try, definitely saved time over Zach there. Yeah, no blizzards whatsoever have been found yet. Those are kind of probably the most notable thing. We still only found one summon. Yeah, I like the dance call opening here from Zach on the experiment. Both players still playing without a scan. Although Mett, oh wait, no, Mett just got a scan from STT, that's right. Zach has a scan, but it's on a weaker Keyblade. Peter Pan usage here on the experiment to basically stun lock him. A la same general ideas you get from Yo, there's Duck Flare. Same general ideas you get from like Psyx and stuff, you should say. All right. Flare Force, a very, very good combat tool. And of course, Vexen's got the last thing. You know, lock that one up. He does at least have a baby fire from Core. There's a little bit to work with. It's not quite OG. You normally get him on Grim Reaper 2. Unless we're talking like Kingdom Hearts 2, like the OG, which I'm not sure where you get it. All right, Zach. Good final form protection right there into the shredding of the health bar. Just enough in final form. Absolutely calculated to take him out. All right, chat, what are we about to see? Is it another proof? Is Zach about to go up 2 proofs to 0? Yes, he is the proof of peace with World That Never Was prepped. He is one correct guess of where the proof of connection is. That does guarantee a proof is not locked on Terra. We did know there was one left in what's it called? One left in Disney Castle. And it looks like Zach finally wants to check out the 2 here in LOD. He's going to throne room skip. He's going to only get a Magnega for his troubles. And then how long will it be till he pushes Data Zigbar? Mett, at this point, definitely, between needing to prep World That Never Was himself and that location, the proof of non-existence. Yo, the whirly goose strats, let's go. He definitely needs to see this proof be in an absolutely fucking nasty location. Dropping out of his combos right there. I don't know if he's playing things a little safe. Or if he maybe just doesn't have Berserk Charge on. Ooh, took a shot in the face. Had him down to about 1/3 of a health bar. Not sure exactly what was going on there with Mett. If he maybe thought he had Berserk Charge on. It looked like he did, and he just dropped out of it each time. Yeah, you're big rooting for a level 7 form or a Yeet the Bear. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, you can just, like, straight up see that. Zach electing to do a little bit of Master Form leveling here along the way. Yeah, looks like he's going to stop their Master at level 4. We're seeing the Whirligoof strats. He should... I forget where Fantasia is. Oh, actually, I had never gone into the cave here. Another decent place to get some Master Form leveling in. All right, got it that time. Yeah, he needs to prove of connection. The biggest advantage he has is he needs Zach to have to go through STT. He needs Zach to have to go through STT. Yeah, potential proof locations from what we know. One of the last checks in a Hollow Bastion could be mushrooms. Obviously, if it's mushrooms that lock the proof of connection, that would also be probably GG. Assuming Zach wouldn't wait too long. Zach will be picking up his Magnega right here. Yeah, Data Zigbar. Again, all the way up to potentially Starry Hill. All right, that'll get him the Magnega. Windows Plus, which can be on, like, could be between Windows and Marluxia. That's what we know of right now. Ooh, Mett taking another death here on Luxord, unfortunately. Just kind of got in an awkward spot, tried to reflect it, went a little too early, and then ate that devastating frontal attack with the cards. Yeah, it's not so much like that's bad. It's that, where was the report for that? How long have they known? What told them that Halloween Town was the 3 port rails? They both know that. It's more so that, once again, Zach has sort of guessed correctly where those proofs are. From a combat standpoint, both players should be pretty comfortable with what they've got. Only thing you could, like, ask for now is obviously just, like, even higher stats to make some things more comfortable. Like some of these potential data fights. Particularly Data Zigbar. I'm not sure how close either of them are. It does look like Mett is at 47 strength. Where Zach's rocking 43. Good DM skip there by Mett with limit form. Zach just kind of moving down the yellow brick road. Zach still would rather do the 1 here than the 4 in STT. Okay, so we now know, yeah, this is... When it comes to Zach, he does not like STT without limit form. Would rather get the 1 from between Windows and Marluxia than the 4 in STT without limit. Yeah, that tells you something about the routing. Zach still has Guard Break on, which definitely doesn't have as good a synergy as Explosion for your Magnera finishing plus combos. Ooh, Mett almost had a beautiful Psyx fight right there. Yeah, good baiting out of the other attack. Ooh, but then whiffed him. Picking up another Claymore. All right, that'll knock him out. And now you're probably just going to pop up reflect this opening attack, and then just limit for him to finish him off. Yeah, just go straight into an Ars Arcanum. That's a good point, Equations. We haven't really been bringing up the potential for metagaming. That Zach might just kind of know, hey, Mett likes STT, and I have waited long enough. We're almost 2 hours into this seed. And saying, you know what? Mett would have gone there first. If it's there, I just lose. Get his next Torn page. So both of them have access to Kanga's house. Some beautiful strats here from Mett, but also barely missing out on keeping them super, super quick. Looking like that one. Yep, and now he's going back. Now he will do this last kind of long mini game and get 3 more checks, and you figure he's just going to go ahead and do the Kanga's house mini game here. Pete fight on the left side for Zach. Pete fight's nice here with stat sanity. It'll actually give you a 4-pack of checks. Again, he at very least is going through Disney Castle knowing that the important check here could be on Terra, but at that point I just don't care about it. Yeah, CJ, we have got a 2-0 proof lead for Zach. Right now, Vexen in the final chest of cord, giving them their 2 checks. Another high jump for Zach. Is this going to be the last important check? We're still not seeing. There's one more pop-up here. Oh, I can't get the cutscene skip. Another armor slot. It is deeper. Yeah, and I was like, at this point, you're probably just going to do Marluxia. We'll see if he elects to maybe double negative combo strats, if he elects to fight him a little more straight up. With these stats, I could see double negative just being the way to go. Nah, he's fighting him straight up. Okay. I missed whatever were in the checks there at Kanga's house. It looks like it was not the important check. Yo, Zach pulling on my strats right here. Combo plus, I'm telling y'all, chat. Double negative with combo plus. That's the way to do it. Because now you can double reflect his opening here. Or guard it. Yeah, Terra couldn't have a proof. Yeah, he cannot lock the proof of connection. Ooh, he left on the Magnet Burst, unfortunately. So it's going to be a slow start to the fight here. All the way down to 13 already. Ooh, I think Zach is just not... I think Zach's just saying, just take me out. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. He's trying to fix the Magnet Burst. Yeah. I was like, technically, you can... Like, all the different combo modifiers and stuff in this game, a lot of them are, like, proximity-based. So, he could avoid the Magnet Burst if he stays right on top of him. But it might slow down your combos enough to where you're like, you know what? Let's not have it give me the risk to potentially screw that up. I feel like that's the number one reason why a lot of times I don't put on Magnet Burst. I wait until specifically I want it for a certain fight, and then I put it on. I'll take it back off. Beautiful Prison Keeper fight right there from Mett. You figure he's going to go all the way through. Yo, Goofy, what a legend. The big shield. Ooh. Unfortunately, Zach accidentally buffered in a second jump input there. Get him the aerial dodge. Yeah, now he's going to be whacking him until he's dead. Will the last important check be on Marluxia, or is it going to be something we don't care about on Terra? Not necessarily that we don't care about it. But we know it can't lock the proof of connection. I believe both of these fights have 3 checks, so it's basically even money on who's got it. BC and Unhinted Baron, it could be. Space Paranoids hasn't been pushed past the shotgun. They've by and large played away from their Unhinted. Twilight Town they pushed pretty deep into. Mett has the info that it's done. Yeah. Let's see. Zach keeping this going. Obviously, he doesn't have scan. So he's just kind of going here till it's over. Again, it's not like quick run. Like, any of these will count as a finisher. So as soon as his HP is gone, he'll blow up. This is not a, you kind of have to do a little bit of guessworking. All right. Nothing on the first check. We got 2 pop-ups here from Marluxia. Could it be here? And if it's on Terra, it could be a report or something. Another torn page. That's Spooky Cave access. That is Spooky Cave access for Zach. Oh my God. It intensifies the 1. Chat. Who genuinely believes? Who genuinely believes we're about to have the proof of connection in the 1 in 100 Acre Wood? Obviously, the problem is now, if you're Mett, oh, he's gonna go all the way through. Yeah, if you're Mett, you now lose this play. I guess not necessarily. You need it to be on Starry Hill. It can't be in Spooky Cave. On Pooh and Core Chest, my God. To kick off the tournament, Jesus Christ. What's Mett's next play going to be? Focusing on just his board, because right now they're both just basically crossing over each other's paths. The next new thing should be Zach going into Spooky Cave. In terms of plays for him, I would assume he went back in and got the Gullwing chest in Hollow Bastion. There's 2 left there. He is about to get the Proof of Peace, so the next thing he's going to do is Hollow Bastion. He's going to go check the mushroom checks and then potentially fight Sephiroth. Yeah. Other than that, Data Zigbar's got something. Disney Castle's got something. And is that all the info he knows? Yeah, that's all the info he's got. Thank you, Zach. If the proof is on mushrooms, he could be back in it. I don't feel... Because has Zach only pushed through dancers? I don't think that puts him in it. I think for Mett to win, it's got to be some gross, unhinted location, or it's got to be Starry Hill, and Zach's just not going to go to STT for the longest time. Beautiful fight there from Mett. Love that experiment fight. Again, Vexen sitting there with the Proof of Peace. They've only found 1 fire, but as you saw, he does not like fire, so he's still good to go. Mett electing to say, hey, just fill me up. Fill up my cup. Yeah, looks like Kanga's house was a map, an armor slot, and plot. Yo, the whirly-goof strats again. The integrity of this play. Actually going to deal some damage with it. Ooh, and then going into limit form, actually. Yeah, he's going to only do single hits because these Ars Arcanums are not actually adding any RV. Ooh, is he going to be able to... Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh. What a legendary Vexen fight. But I'm very impressed by a lot of the combat strategies from both players today. Mett's had some really fun stuff. All right, there is Mett getting on the board with his first proof. Both have prepped World That Never Was. The proof of connection. That's... Chat, proof of connection in Spooky Cave. The proof of connection in Spooky Cave. Zach's done. He's going to the end. That is going to be a GG for race 1 of the tournament, barring about 50 deaths here, unfortunately. Yeah, that... It wasn't in a good place for Mett. The proof of non-existence was, I don't know, would you say it's the difference in the race right now? I mean, Zach getting to 3 before Mett gets to 2. I don't think you can actually sit here and say, I mean, I think Zach, you know, maybe got into the, I don't want to say stumbled or anything, but I think he came across the proofs first. I think the proof of non-existence made it to where if they both finished this race, it would have been a massive gap. But Zach just projecting where they were going to be a little better. Looks like, what, was there a report there? Oh, wait. No, there was not. Man, where is this other check? See, he knows there's still 2 there. That was a report? Oh, it was report 11. Okay. And what did it say? Space Paranoids is a 1. Is he going to go over there? Yeah, it turns out STT, like that is really the big difference. Never going to STT, giving it to him, which was scary. 4 things there. You know it's blue. At least Zach knows it's blue. Zach knows it's blue. And sometimes you gotta know how to do that in Rando chat. You gotta know when to say, I'm just giving my opponent this play, and it's gonna work out for him. That in combination with, yeah, that proof of non-existence at the very end of court. Yeah, Mett gonna finish at 35, maybe 36 important checks when Zach gets the dub here. Data Zigbar was on the board. Didn't need to be done. You had to beat Vexen, Spooky Cave, which you needed 4 out of 5 torn pages. Where were the 5 pages? They were on Scar. Check 1 of Halloween Town. It did. Marluxia. We found a blizzard on the, what was that, like Final 6? We found a blizzard on like Final 6. And Deep World That Never Was. Yep. So you didn't need to do Data Roxas, but if you didn't do Data Roxas, you had to fight Scar and Marluxia. Yeah, that is... Yep. And Mett just couldn't find that 4th torn page. He would have had to either beat Scar or Marluxia to get access to that proof. Zach, both players have Flare 4s. I don't think either one of them have put it on, maybe. Got it a little late and you already feel pretty good about your combat build. Oh, you're good, Cubs. I would say that's on me, the restreamer's part. But that is going to Zach 2 fights away from moving on to tomorrow's semifinal match. Probably a little far out to actually hit with that reflect. And we'll probably, in between matches, actually, I forget. Oh, no, they don't come with spoiler logs. Equations, you don't happen to have the spoiler logs for these, do you? If not, we'll have to live on, never knowing. The only report we didn't find was report 5. Oh, no, we have Duck Flare on. Nice. And we're seeing players that know how to route their seeds, but also how to have really, really fun, good combat, which is great to watch in KH2 Rando. There's no way to get big heads. Yeah. Chad, I hope you're all enjoying it. I'm sitting here trying to balance all this stuff. Oh, I love the flight into a hostile program there. Zach going in for what should be the final phase. He will be finishing this seed without scan. Again, he had one the whole time, but just never liked it over this photon debugger. The first of 4 matches today we'll be having. Zach doing the reflect dance here on Zach. Mett going deeper into Space Paranoids 2. Or just into Space Paranoids 2, period. Ooh, Zach taking the death. And the thing about this is, if you're Zach, I feel like you have to feel like you're ahead. You did the last chest in core. You never went to STT. You pushed for the pages that got you to the proof of connection. So normally in these situations, you're a little nervous, like, oh no, I took a death or something. Like, if I'm Zach, I'm feeling pretty comfortable right now. Yeah. So probably the last thing he's really looking for is like potentially, I would have almost been tempted to put on the scan Keyblade just for course, just for dome skip. Will he be able to get scanless dome skip? I mean, shit, Rose did it. She couldn't see. Yeah, probably going to poke these out. Yeah, pop a Mega Elixir here. Yeah, problem is also you don't even know which one is the real Xemnas. Which one could be the clone? Still going. Yeah, 30 plus minutes and potentially longer than that. Okay. We're going to get a dome on Zach's side. Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, if I like, because final fights, you're pretty strong right now. Whatever stat increase the photon debugger had over the scan. Hey, Chicken Little on Master 6. Drives have a lot for being unhinted right now. Oh, what am I trying to pull? Chicken Little, Master 6. Drives are at least a 5. Yeah. I would say pretty much if you've got access to a scan on a Keyblade, even if it's a literal 0-0 dicks, but your stats are good otherwise, I would always put on a scan in final fights. Helps with just better decision making and particularly core skip. Or core skip. Dome skip. Where the drive hint was at? It might not exist. The only report we don't have is report 5. I think... Here, let's try... I forget, if I keep pulling this over, is report 5 here? No. GG's. Oh, yeah, let me... Boop! I was trying to, like, poke it around to see if we could find it. GG's, though. Zach with the dub, the first win of the tournament. He will be moving on to tomorrow's semifinal match with someone. We don't know who yet. Again, it's kind of a fluid tournament. It's supposed to a set bracket if he'll be facing the winner of another match. But with that, chat, hope y'all have enjoyed the first race here of the day. We're having 3 more. Be taking breaks in between each of them. Again, hosting my own KH2 Rando, a little blitz tournament here. KH2 Rando, hard logic.